All right. Good morning, everyone. I hope you are having a wonderful day and welcome to the channel. Today, I will be talking about why I personally think you should finance your first vehicle. And disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor, so do not take what I say and put me accountable for it. Take what I say with a grain of salt. I am basically telling you my personal experience and why I believe financing the first car will be a good idea, especially if you want to build up some car credit. So, ignore all of the lights that's on the dash. Of course, this is a Volkswagen, so naturally there is a Christmas tree in the dash from just one sensor that has failed. One wheel speed sensor failed, and I have 4 lights, and it's been there for 6 months. Anyways, so back to the topic. Why do I say that you should finance the car? A lot of people say, oh, that's stupid, blah 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 blah, whatever. There's really no right or wrong way to purchasing a car. Leasing, financing, cash, there is no right way. You know, and the right way really is based on what the client is looking for and what the client or you know, is trying to achieve. So, you know, it really is dependent on the situation you're in and what you're trying to do. So I'm gonna go back to when I purchased this car. This car was, well, I didn't purchase the car. I put a little bit of money towards the purchase of this vehicle. This car is a 2013 Mark 6 GTI. It was bought when I was graduating college it was bought when I was graduating high school about 6.5 years ago. When we bought this car, I was fortunate enough to have my dad and my mom help me out. My mom and I, we went looking for the car. And long story short, we found this one new at a dealership, and it had just gotten dropped off from Germany. So we got to working on some numbers. We got leasing numbers, we got finance numbers, and we got cash numbers. So my mom took all of those and then took it home. Of course, the least amount spent in total turned out to be the cash option, because, you know, you're paying for the car up front. You know, you may not get discounts as heavily as if you were to lease or finance a vehicle, but at the end of the day, when you purchase it cash, you're not paying for the extra thousands of dollars of interest. So she calculated the overall spending of the vehicle, and cash was the cheapest. We decided, okay, let's just purchase the vehicle cash. And you know, now looking back, hindsight 2020, it was, you know, not a good idea. And why is that? Why is that not a good idea? Well, basically, I wasn't able to build credit with a large sum of loan. If I would have went on to the contract as a co-signer, I could have built up credit over the 6 years that we paid off this vehicle with. By the time I was ready to buy a car last year, you know, I learned once I got into the car industry that, you know, car credit is really important. So when you're going to buy your first car and you don't have credit unions don't like that. And of course I didn't know that 6 years ago. My mom didn't know that 6 years ago. So we didn't think about it. I went and I applied for the car. I was actually kind of worried. I work at a dealership and I had a few credit applications sent. So I was actually instantly declined from quite a few credit unions, or 1 or 2 credit unions, mBank. And the funny thing is, they pulled a TransUnion credit score at 817, and that is really good. I'm not gloating about the credit score. I'm just saying I had an 817 build up from 3 credit cards over the course of 6 years. And they declined it right away, saying that I did not have a long enough credit history. I did not have an installment loan on my record. If I had financed this car 6 years ago, I would have gotten approved right away without an issue with a low interest rate. I finally got approved by a credit union, and they came back at 6.4% interest rate. And I mean, 6.4% interest rate it jacked my price up that I was trying to be at by at least $45 a month. So I was like, no way, I'm not buying a car at 6.45 interest rate. You know, the finance manager, the used car manager, they worked a little bit more. I do work in a dealership, so it helps, but they worked on it a little bit more, and they were able to get a credit union to approve me at 3.95, which is really good for a used car rate right now. So of course I bought the vehicle, and you know, it's a, for those of you who don't know, it's a 2018 Mustang GT. But I have a video on that if you want to click up there to go to that video and watch it. But basically I got approved, and you know, it's because I had an 800 credit score, and I actually put down $4,000, and you know, they were able to call the credit union and, you know, talk to the representative and get it approved that way. All of that is why I do believe you should finance your first car, even if you've built up enough money to buy your first car cash. That is great, that is wonderful. It is always good to know that you can buy something cash, but I would suggest you still put some money down on it if you want to, and then finance the rest. Finance it on purpose, and then pay it back, because you already know you can pay back your monthly payments with the money you already have. My next car purchase is going to be easier, and then your interest rate is going to be lower, and your credit score is going to go up. So all this tied together will only benefit you in the future. Now, this will only work if you make sure to pay back your loan. If you don't pay back your loan, all of this becomes void, and you go the other direction, and you would be worse off than if you would have just paid the car off in cash. Make sure you can pay for the object, and if you can, buy it, finance it, and build up that credit, and I do believe it'll help you in the long run. The people that come into the dealerships, the people that are always qualified to buy, they have long credit histories, they have big loan amounts, and they pay it off on time, and they come in, they get instantly approved. You know, and as car people, we want to, you know, we want to keep buying other cars, we want to try new things, we want to finance new things, we want to grow, you know, in our careers, and grow and get more expensive, better cars as toys. So this will only help you in the long run, and it'll only help you build the credit. And that is why I think it's important that if you can finance your first vehicle, even if you have the cash to buy it. Anyways, tell me what you think about the video. This is just my opinion. Again, disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you to do this. I'm just saying this is what's worked for me, and I'm just giving you a suggestion, merely a suggestion. But if you like videos like this, please subscribe. I will be posting more topics like this. I do work in the car industry, so anything you want to ask, any questions, I'll be happy to answer them for you. And I'll also be making more vlog-like videos, to which I've already made one recently. Be sure to check that out, about cars and coffee. And so anyways, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please like the video, please subscribe to my channel, and I will be posting the next video soon. So stay tuned, and see you in the next one.